Masquera saying Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kati kutanga kukuepa neno channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana juwagara subscriber, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Zimbabwe takuigira inyaya buritswa na opo chingono uyo abuda achitaura pamusoro pema elections akaitwa muna August 2023 pamwechete nekupindira kwakaita SADC muri Zimbabwe. Akabuda achitaura iye achiti maZimbabweans they should make sure they confront the corrupt rule independently. Zvinzi ngavamire kuhopa for SADC kuti ipindire. Zvitaura nzinzi maZimbabweans they should act on their own kuti pawanikwe pachiita change muri Zimbabwe, and they should move forward vokangamwa nezve SADC. Abuda achitaura iye achiti SADC executive secretary Elias M. Magosi vakabuda vachitaura ivo vachiti SADC haina power yekuti paitwe fresh elections muri Zimbabwe. Saka zvinhu zvakadaro ngazvikanganikwe, Zimbabwe ngaikanganwe. SADC muri Zimbabwe akabuda paTwitter yendo yake akataura achiti the Zimbabwean election was shambolic and rigged, but it is important to tell the citizens the truth. It is over. There is nothing SADC will do. The SADC Executive Secretary Elias M. Magosi made a pronouncement in February that SADC has no power to reorder an election and that no such thing will happen. He went further to say that he was disappointed that there are some citizens of SADC who believe that SADC can reorder an election in a member state. It is said when citizens are made to believe in fairy stories that will never be fulfilled. Tell the citizens the truth, that for now there is no plan until the opposition is bold and fearless to fight the ZANU-PF corrupt rule. Zimbabweans must know that no Messiah is coming to save them from ZANU-PF's corrupt rule. It is Zimbabweans themselves who must unshackle from corruption rule, and only then will the likes of SADC appear. Forget SADC and don't believe the lies that it will do something. That it will do something. It won't do anything for us. CCC didn't withdraw from parliament immediately after the shambolic and rigged election because politics is a profession in Zimbabwe and not a way of giving back to society after years of having a professional life elsewhere. Politics in Zimbabwe is not about ideas but personalities. This is why they say 2030 ED Naninge Achipo or Chamisa Chete Chete. Until that changes, you will continue to have politics defined by mediocrity in Zimbabwe. How many Zimbabwean MPs have raised the issue of maternity theaters or unavailability of cancer treatment machines in hospitals in the last 3 years? How many Zimbabwean women have died in the last 3 years giving birth? Over 7,000. How many Zimbabweans have died from cancer due to non-availability of those machines? Thousands. How many MPs have raised the issue of their salaries and cars? Almost all of them. That is your answer in defining Zimbabwean politics. Zimbabwean parliament is a job, not a calling for the majority of the MPs. Most of them were jobless, so they go to parliament to earn a living, not represent you. If the truth hurts, take a painkiller. Opposition MPs should have resigned after the election was rigged, not because Chamisa has abandoned his party. It should be about ideas and not personalities. But how could they resign when it is a job and not a calling for them? If they had all resigned, you wouldn't have had the Shabangu drama. There would have been a crisis where we said it, but nobody listened. SADC did what it had never done before, calling Zimbabwean election rigged and shambolic. What did the Zimbabwean opposition do after that? Those vakataurwa na upo chingono achitaura achiti maZimbabweans ngaachimira kuisa mahopes avo on SADC. Zvinhu SADC hapana so inokwanisa kuita haina simba rekuti ite reorder the election murezimbabwe zvinzi yakatoplaya part yayo payakataura iyo ichiti ma-elections emuzimbabwe akarigwa ma-MPs aisafanira kubvuma kupinda parliament aifanira kuprotesta achiti ma-elections akarigwa murezimbabwe. Ndofunga nyaya yakambobuditswa ne-Zambian politician uyo anonzi Joseph Kalimbo achitaura yaya achiti until vana vezimbabwe vapinda mustreet SADC hapana zvainokwanisa kuita. Zvinzi mazimbabweans and opposition should also take their part murezimbabwe. Tisingazive kuti munoiona sei nyaya iyi, nyaya yabuda mushure mekunge pabuda pachitaurwa ipo pachinzi Nelson Chamisa amutsa zvakare nyaya yeSADC. Zvinzi akanyora tsamba kuSADC for follow up murezimbabwe. Chinzi ane tsamba dzakanyora muna October pamwe chete nemuna April achitaura iye achiti there was need for SADC to intervene on my elections akaitwa murezimbabwe. So zviri kunzi he's not going to stop. Tisingazive kuti inobudirira here kana kuti nyaya iyi murezimbabwe. So according to an official from SADC zvinonzi Chamisa akataura mu follow up letter yake achiudza the regional body kuti he was under pressure from my citizens ayo akapinda their hope on SADC kuti one way resolve the political crisis iri kufesa Zimbabwe. Vataura ivo vachiti Chamisa akataura achiti we acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 23 October 2023. Part of the letter dated April 29, 2024 read, our view has been that we should patiently wait for further communication regarding any developments following our request. However, since some considerable time has passed, we are writing this letter as a follow-up and to inquire if there has been any consideration and guidance by the relevant SADC structures as indicated in your letter. Ndozvikundi zvakataurwa naNelson Chamisa. Zvinzi mushure mekunge akambosenda tsamba dzake akaudzwa kunzi his request iri kuforwardwa kuma-SADC structures ari responsible for zvinhu izvozvo. So Chamisa ari kunzi during an interview yaakaita neNewsday akabvunzwa pamusoro penyaya iyi akataura achiti yes, Zimbabwe can assume the chairmanship but must be clear and resolve the legitimacy issue first for the credibility of SADC. The key thing for the credibility and integrity of institutions of the region and the continent is that this matter must be resolved and there must be closure. It can't be open-ended. We don't have to fertilize and sanitize theft of election and other electoral malpractices. People must not come to office through the window or the back door. There are a number of options to resolve the issue, but the key issue is that there has to be a proper government and a proper election ultimately. How we get there is a product of a political settlement and a political dialogue. This is not a Chamisa issue. It's what the people of Zimbabwe want, and that is what is logical and credible from a SADC perspective, because you can't condemn a process and condone it and untimely endorse it. Ndozvunhu zvakataurwa naNelson Chamisa murezimbabwe. Tisingazive kuti munoiona sei nyaya iyi kuti SADC ichapindira here kana kuti inyaya yakatopfuura kare. Tiudziwe zvamuri kufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mucomment section.